So today I'm getting exposed to another band, and at first I thought the name of the band was called White Bird, but it turns out that's the name of the song. All right. The band's actual name is called It's a Beautiful Day, versus rock bands always have some sort of crazy name that's more of a sentence more so than a name, but you got to be creative. So I wanted to learn a little bit about the band before actually reacting to the music. So here it goes. It says, White Bird isn't a band. It's a signature breakout song by It's a Beautiful Day, a San Francisco psychedelic rock group formed in 1967. They were part of the same late 60s the same late 60s scene as Jefferson Airplane and Santana, and are best known for blending rock with violins, haunting vocals, and trippy orchestral arrangements. Their self-titled 1967 debut album became a cult classic, and White Bird is the track that put them on the map. Nice. Fans love the song for its emotional storytelling, hypnotic violin lines, and dreamy, floating atmospheric that feels like a classic West Coast psychedelia, whatever that means. But fun fact number one, the song was written while the band was literally stuck inside a gloomy Seattle basement apartment for days. A lot of great things happen during tragedies, which inspired the white band Bird Must Fly line. All right, I guess I'll catch on to that. White Bird Must Fly line. And the fun fact number two is violinist David LaFlames. Hope I got that right. Violin work on the track is considered one of the earliest mainstream rock performances where the violin leads like a guitar solo. Well, that's pretty dope. Well, this request comes from Patreon from Elizabeth. So thank you, Elizabeth, for your support. And thank you to all my Patreon members. Make sure you guys are all on Discord. And yeah, we're gonna get into this. Before we get started, if you guys like this type of content, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. The engagement, the comments, the likes tells me that you want me to put out more content like this, and I truly appreciate it. If you want to support the show further than that, you can buy a coffee in the link below, as 90% of these music reactions are not monetized. Or you can hit me up on Patreon and catch music that doesn't make my YouTube channel. Sometimes stuff get blocked, or sometimes I just think it's more niche, and you may want to see it on Patreon. You can also hit me up directly and join the Discord there, as I'm trying to join that community of people who are music lovers or so. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this one. All right. Let's go. Absolutely love the intro. All right. That psychedelic thing that they mentioned in the intro, you definitely get that sort of feeling, almost like that old 70s California style mamas and papas era music or whatever. I kind of get that vibe, but the audio was really low at the beginning, so forgive me. I had to turn it up here, so let's start that over. But a really great first impression, in my opinion. Beautiful melody. Love the outfits. Like the organ. I think I hear an organ in there. Is he picking the violin there? Is that sound I'm hearing? Or I mean, I know he's going to play it probably. Is white bird cocaine?
The leaves blow across the long black road to the darkened sky in its rage. But the white bird just sits in her cage, unknown. White bird must fly, she must
Chills. Oh man.
The white bird dreams of the aspen tree.
Oh, what a beautiful, like the harmonies, the drums, the entire vibe of this record is absolutely beautiful. I enjoy it. And when he starts playing that instrument, although they're different instruments, but he's playing like an instrument that's not traditionally a lead, reminds me of a performance that shocked me by Jethro Tull. Many of you may be familiar, but I need to get more requests to check out more music from them as well because I enjoy it. But this reminds me a little of that, although Jethro's the man, though. I don't actually the whatever his name is. I when I think of Jethro Tull, I think of the guy that plays the violin. I don't know if that's the name of the band or if that's him, but you guys know what I'm getting at.
The white bird dreams of the aspen tree with its dying leaves turning gold. The white bird just sits in her cage, growing old. White bird must fly, she must fly. White bird must fly, she must fly. The sunsets come, the sunsets go, the clouds go by, and the rain keeps rolling, and the young bird's eyes will always grow. And she must fly, and he must fly, and they must fly.
Sound like cowbells. Yes. Bass. Bass line. Beautiful on the bass. All right. This guy's killing it. Chills. Oh, wow. Drums. Going off on the violin. What an amazing, amazing experience with these guys here. What I've come to appreciate watching some of these bands from this era is I look at it from a different point of view. Um, they're colorful, not just in the way they're dressed, but their music. All right, it's full of color. When I look at the body language of the band, I don't see a whole lot of ego. I see a bunch of people coming together to create an energy that they did a really great job of creating. I mean, I had chills through most of that. All right, just an amazing, amazing experience. I don't go to church, but when I was a kid, I've felt this way in church. When the band is really, really cooking, it's one of the reasons why a lot of people, it's their favorite part of church. Not that this has anything to do with religion, but they create a vibe and energy that was just amazing. So not just their clothes, at one time, which I thought, looked pretty kind of crazy and, far out, psychedelic, wild, not my style. But now I have a different, when you look at how things have become more and more bland in modern times, you can sort of appreciate the color, in the music, in the dress, and the way that they were all, trying to be different and separate themselves from other bands, and they did a really good job. This is my introduction, and that was just an amazing performance. What more could you ask out of a band? Just 10 out of 10.
She must fly.
Can somebody explain to me how it seems like some of these vintage instruments, this vintage equipment, sometimes just sounds better than the new high quality tech stuff? Like, I know it's all personal preference. I'm not saying that what we have today is horrible, but how good the quality sounds, and it has that sort of vintage feel. Like, the bass sounds beautiful. The only thing I didn't like was during the solo, I wish he was closer to the mic, the violinist, because he was killing it. He was further away, but he got into his groove. But I wanted to hear that like at the forefront, because it was a beautiful solo. But everybody did an amazing job in this one.
She must fly. White bird must fly. She must fly. White bird must fly. She must fly. White bird must fly. Thank you, thank you.
Amazing. 10 out of 10 performance. Shout out to Elizabeth on Patreon, who sent in the request for this one, and she knew I would enjoy it. And I did. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Maybe I was a hippie in the past life. I don't know. This is before my time, but I definitely gravitate to this sound. Yeah, I think I said everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. These guys are amazing. If they have other hits, or if you guys want me to stay in this era, let me know what your favorite song was back then that you think I might enjoy, or that you just want my opinion on. I wouldn't mind staying here for a little bit, because these guys, this time for music was special in my opinion. Okay. As I say always, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to support the show, as most of these music reactions are not monetized. So to keep the channel going, it's a subscriber funded show. So by hitting any of the support links in the description, you can buy a coffee, hit up the Patreon, Venmo, whatever have you. Every little bit goes right back into keeping the lights on here. And yeah, I truly appreciate you guys. But if you don't have to do any of that, just leave a comment. The engagement helps the video grow. Until next time, my friends, appreciate you guys. Peace.